Listen to the Voice of Survival podcast every other Friday, right here on the Journey into Comics Network. JourneyIntoComics.com.
The following is a Journey into Comics Network production.
Warning, Podcastrophe imminent. Join me, Dick, on a podcast about music, movies, television, all with a taste of metal. This is Podcastrophe.
Ladies and gentlemen, what is up? I am your host, Dick, and this is Podcastrophe, episode 9. Today I'm joined once again by Nick Maxon,
Yee.
and I am also joined today by a brand new guest. You may have heard him by now. I don't know. I don't know if it'll be out yet, but you may have heard him on episode 1 of Brews with Dudes. This is Brett Maxwell. How are you today?
Hello, I'm great. Thank you.
What's up, guys?
Doing pretty well. I got a beer in my hand, so I'm doing fine with that now. That was necessary.
Yes.
Got some brews, hanging with some dudes.
Oh, yeah. A lot of that happening lately.
It never gets old.
Nope. We got some Elysian Dayglow IPA.
It's pretty tasty.
Yeah, I'm not minding it. It's juicy, as you always say.
I love that word.
Yeah. Ever since you started using it, I never thought to use that for a beer. Like
I want to make a
describe
shirt that says "Got Juice."
Dude, yeah, make for the Maxons and me.
Right.
Like make a Maxons and me shirt.
Just have it as like the
Juicy.
label of the beer can. Have a beer can on the shirt and say
man.
"Got Juice" on the bottle.
You could make it like all the fucking like yoga pants that say "juicy" on the ass.
Ooh.
Like that font. That font.
There we go.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Now you have somehow managed to take two of my favorite things and put them together in a way that I had not thought of it yet. Beer and booty.
Yes.
I want that on a shirt too.
Beer and booty. Always
Beer and
juicy.
God damn. This stuff just writes itself.
I am so glad to have you guys on today. Well, I mean, what do you guys want to talk about? Like, I love having this and being able to bring multiple people on because then we can just sit and just talk.
Just find something and go off on a tangent.
So you've been doing Brews with Dudes for
Yep.
2 episodes now.
Yes.
We have, and it's been a lot of fun. Yesterday was a lot of fun. We recorded episode 2,
Yes, it was.
and it was great to have Anthony and Austin on.
Oh, yeah. The
And-
dick jokes came much quicker.
Oh yeah, and Austin.
He would not let up.
He would not let up with the puns.
Nope, just beating them into us.
The puns and innuendos.
Yeah, he's
does
all
not
about
stop. And he's in the background like the whole time. Just
Yeah, right.
It's unfortunate I missed that one, but I should be there for the next one.
It's okay, he missed the first one.
Yeah, schedules
Right.
and such.
Yeah.
We like to have a nice rotating cast.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely.
Yeah, hopefully you can get one in without me.
Right, right. Just to prove that I don't need the floaties.
I'm so glad that you're part of the network. Yeah, Nate's been talking about wanting to get you on the network and getting you a podcast going. And then you come to me and say, "Hey, you want to help with this?" And I'm like, "Hell yeah."
Oh yeah.
Hell yeah. And we get to drink beer? Hell yeah.
So
Right.
it's a great concept.
Mhm.
It's a
Oh,
great
yeah.
concept. As soon as I heard it, I knew I loved it.
So just in case the first episode hasn't premiered before this comes out, do you want to give like a description of your podcast? The
Yeah.
podcast to be.
So it's called Brews with Dudes, and the premise is, whenever we come together, everybody brings a 6-pack, or everybody brings enough beer to share with the group, and we just drink some brews with some dudes,
Yeah.
and we try to describe the beers in new and interesting ways.
Juicy ways.
Very juicy. Yeah. So, yeah, we talk about other things. It's not just about beer. We try to. I mean, we have a lot to say about beer. But, yeah, it's been great fun. We've done the 2 episodes now, and
Yep.
yeah, I'm excited to do it again. I'm always thinking about the next one.
Are you wanting to go for like a weekly format or bi-weekly?
I think so. I think we could.
Okay. And I think we've been talking about it a little bit. You want to do it on like Saturdays?
I think that is
Like for the episode to premiere.
Yeah, I think that is what what we've all agreed is a good idea.
I think I mentioned it to you yesterday, but later this year when I go on shutdown, I want to have a special episode of Podcastrophe, tentatively titled Drunk Castrophe. Drunk.
I'm down with that. I am definitely down with that.
I don't care how many people are. I can get up to 8 people.
And we
people
just
can
drink
mics.
a lot of beer.
People can share mics. We can all just get drunk. We pregame before it, so we're good and ready to go.
Right.
And,
so we come on lit.
Just wasted.
and just let the chaos ensue. And I'm trying to gather people that like I from experience I've had great drunk conversations with.
And just see, like, just really get into
So
it.
I'm really racking my brain of the cast of characters from the Doom Room, because that's where I've gotten rather lit.
Yeah,
the
we're
most.
notorious about getting lit.
I've talked to you hammered a couple times at the Doom Room.
Yes, we've all been there at the Doom Room, just completely, utterly, destructively sometimes wasted. And it's always been a good time. I think I've only had one bad drunk experience at the Doom Room, and it was, I think, this year is when I made my my wizard staff.
Oh, wizard staff night.
Yeah, I came in with a case of Busch and
Oh man.
a case of Budweiser for myself. And I found out about this wizard staff game, and I said, hell with the Budweiser. Because those were in bottles. I couldn't really do much with that. But I was like, oh, fuck Budweiser. I'll just take that home. I'll just take that home. I'm getting drunk on Busch tonight. Doing it like the Texas rattlesnake. And boy, oh boy, did I have a mighty staff.
Wow.
But the room was spinning.
Yeah.
I think that is literally the only time I have ever had to get a ride home.
Wow.
Literally the only time.
I like the people that come and just, like, they just get dropped off because they're like, I know I'm not driving home tonight.
Yeah.
Like, I know I'm going to have to Uber my way out of this situation. I respect those people.
I did
Absolutely.
not have Uber at that time. I did not.
No, I'm not terribly familiar with all of them. I think I have Ubered with a group, but I wasn't the one that
I did it once.
initiated.
I was in St. Louis over this summer, and my dad and I, we needed an Uber or a taxi to the Budweiser factory, and so we got that. It showed up on the map on my phone where the guy was, what he was driving, what his name was, all kinds of stuff, and I was like, this is neat. Sure enough, he pulls up, and we hop in. And he's a cool dude. He had some kind of accent. I couldn't tell if it was some kind of American accent or some other kind of accent. I don't know. It was weird, but nice, friendly dude. Talked a lot.
Uber's the one that they keep having to change their CEO because they keep getting shootout because of, I think one time it was a sexual harassment charge, but they've had like 3
Classic.
CEOs in the past couple of years, I think, because they just can't keep their shit together.
The only time I used Uber was actually go to Fifth Quarter Lounge to see Nea Bliviscaris.
You used Uber that night?
I used Uber that night, yeah. We had met up with a friend, and he wasn't able to go, so we left from his house and Ubered there because we knew we weren't driving back.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it was a pleasant experience. I wasn't sexually harassed by my driver, so I wouldn't want to change drivers, but you never know about the CEO. That's
Can
kinda
you
different.
can you excuse the behavior of the owner if the service they're providing is good enough?
No.
Because I'm not
Absolutely
saying
I can
that. I'm not saying that your Uber driver is a rapist. I'm
No,
I'm
I
saying
was
there's a
just-
chance
the
that.
company. I don't blame the company. I blame the person.
Right. No. I was just stating a point.
I feel bad right now because I think that was the night you asked me for a ride to a Burger King or Hardee's. It was nearby, and I was like, no.
No, we had used an Uber there.
Yeah.
We had used an Uber there, and then we just called a taxi back because our friend, well, you know, Miles.
Yeah.
We were at his house. He had ordered the Uber for us and then sent me a code for it, and I couldn't figure it the fuck out on my phone because, of course, like I said, I wasn't going to drive back. So
Yeah.
wasn't really using my phone very well either. So no, I ended up just calling a taxi that night and going back, but no, it ended up turning out okay.
Yeah. Oh, it was you that I'm talking about, right?
I believe so.
Yeah,
yeah,
you're
because
like, dude,
you
can
had
you just-
driven because you were there with.
Can you just give us a ride,
Cody, I
like a
believe.
couple blocks over? There's a Burger King over there.
I believe I
it's
remember
right
that.
there.
I believe
and
I
I'm like,
remember that.
I'm going home.
Yeah, no, that was.
Or,
I shouldn't have
I
even
can't remember
asked.
what
I
my
shouldn't have
excuse
even asked.
was. I was
honestly.
doing something.
Do you feel bad now?
I felt bad then,
You're just
shouldn't.
like, I just
You
don't
shouldn't.
care.
but I'm like, I didn't want to.
I would have. I would have never known. I would have never known about the situation if you didn't bring it up. I don't.
I have
don't
an
fucking
excellent
remember
memory.
asking.
It's a
you do.
curse.
And
I've
you weren't as
also-
wasted as he was.
I've also had a lot of brews since then. And
He had a lot of brews that night, I bet.
I did have a lot of brews that night. So
That was a fun night.
It was great. That was the first time they came to America. They're coming back for their third time.
Oh shit!
Yep. And it's on a Thursday.
I think that was
Thursday, November 16th
Oh yeah.
at Reggie's Music Club
Reggie's
with
is
a
cool.
Legion and Without Waves.
A Legion. Alec Gayon.
Allegayon.
That's a pretty fucking stacked week, I think, because you got that show. Then Friday. Ryan from Only Human, he asked me if I could not only sing the songs with them that I already sing with them, but sing basically the whole song for their song Bleed Out. And I'm like, why do you need me to do that? He's like, well, we want to play it, but Shane doesn't know how to sing it and play it on guitar at the same time.
Wow.
I guess now it's just down to Shane playing guitar.
Right. When are they just going to ask you to be the vocalist?
That's what I was about to get to, because I was like, I don't know. Send me the fucking lyrics and I'll try to practice it if I fucking find time. But and then I was like, later on, I was just thinking, and I messaged him. I'm like, I swear to fucking God, Ryan, if you're just trying to slowly phase me in as you guys' singer, you can fuck off.
Oh, wow.
I don't have time for a damn band.
Wow.
I gave up on
Damn
that
it.
shit.
Dick.
You gotta be a Renaissance man. Do a little bit of everything.
I agree.
I have tried that.
I'm in a couple shitty bands. And still managed to get a couple other things
I'm in a
done.
couple shitty bands and a really mediocre band. Like,
Right.
no, like I couldn't even handle one band. So like, I'm
I'm not in, super successful bands. Like I said, like I'm in a couple shitty to mediocre bands.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's been crazy. Like the thought of it, just I don't even want to think about it because I'm already pressed for time with all this podcasting stuff, which will probably get easier since I won't be needing to help you as much out probably here pretty soon.
Sadly.
So you'll be able you'll be able to leave the nest, spread your wings.
I'm still not ready yet.
Yeah,
I don't think
got you.
these wings are strong enough
I
to
got
A
you.
fly
little
on
bit of
their
time
own.
until you fly.
I got you until as long as you need me.
Well, I don't want to overstay my welcome. But I do appreciate the help.
Of course, I'm always there. I'm always there for. I think anytime you've needed me, I've always answered the call.
Yeah, for years now.
Yeah, I love helping out with the Doom Room. I used to offer myself for Weed Bee,
Oh yeah,
much to your chagrin.
you are our number one fan. I mean, you're still a number
You guys
one
need a bass
fan.
player? I'll play bass. I'll learn how to play bass.
And then you never did.
I tried. I tried. I tried. You guys got pissed on me. I remember you guys got pissed at me.
I specifically remember us just being really excited with our bass player that was forced into the band because she was dating one of the members of the band. That was tight. That was a good idea. That was a great idea.
That was a fantastic idea
from the beginning.
And I remember, because that was such a fantastic idea, I was going to be learning bass and trying to play bass for you guys.
So you had a perfect situation. You had what you knew was an explosive situation, and you're like, this could blow up next week. This could blow up in 6 months. So you had
I remember I
time to get ready.
I was hard on the rocksmith trying to learn bass.
I feel bad now. So you did just sell me your bass.
I did just sell you.
So you have given up on your bass aspirations.
Yes, I have. Somebody offered, Josh McKinney offered to sell me his bass. I'm like, dude, I just got rid of mine. Like,
right. I'm getting ready to just have an army of stuff, because I'm gonna buy your 7-string Schecter here soon. And so now I'm gonna, like, Nick, why do you need all these? Like, I don't know. I just like how they all feel in my hands.
Well, that's where it starts.
It is.
Yeah.
That's where it starts.
I love the Charvel, and the moment I touched that, I was like, yeah. I like how thick that feels in my hand.
7 strings. That extra string of girth.
So yeah, you're thinning your herd while I'm needlessly expanding mine.
Needlessly expanding.
Yeah.
Well, you honestly have more use for it because you have bands that come in there that could possibly use them if need be.
Because they're maintained, having people like Corey and Tex around all the time. They pick them up all the time. Mm-hmm. So they make sure that they're always in tune.
I bet Corey would love have a 7-string there.
Oh God,
makes me kind of wish I had an 8-string to sell you, because he would love that too.
Oh yeah.
Does he still have his 8-string, or?
I think so. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that one's. I know. Yeah, that's a Schecter Diamond series, if I remember right.
I love the guitar that he's got though.
Oh, is the Opeth signature?
Yeah. Oh my God.
PRS. I've played that so many times. I love that guitar.
Yeah, I really like the PRS. And lucky for me, I've got a Rhodes amp sitting in my basement.
Fuck you.
And Tex is like, I'm gonna make sure that you know how to use it, so you don't do something stupid. But you can play it whenever you want. So
I want to play it. I love Rhodes. It's now KSR. Mm-hmm. KSR amplification. They're not even based out of Lafayette anymore.
Nope. Ohio?
Yeah, they moved over to Cincinnati. So shout out Kyle Rhodes if you ever listen to this.
Yeah, it's since it sits in the basement a lot, it's amazing how we'll have bands from all over the country, and they know a Rhodes amp when they see them. They're like, "Oh my God, what the fuck is that? Holy shit, dude, what is that? I didn't know you played guitar." I'm like, I don't play guitar. They're like, how do you not play guitar and have a Rhodes amp in your basement? I'm like, well, I've got a classically trained guitarist who really, really likes to sound really awesome.
Oh man, yeah, the KSR, they're fucking huge among the boutique amps and stuff. Because I remember I was watching a video of Ryan Fluff Bruce. He does like a lot of stuff with Jared Dines, and he's the guitarist for Rest Repose and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. I've followed him pretty extensively for a couple years now, and I remember the first time I was watching one of his videos, and I just see a KSR sitting in the background. I'm like, and I commented on it, I'm like, dude, what the fuck? That's a KSR. They're based out of my town. And he's like, dude, Kyle's the man.
That's awesome.
And there's videos of them together at like NAMM and stuff, like just Ryan jamming on KSR amps and Kyle.
That's pretty cool.
Dialing them in and shit. I've always wanted one. Always wanted one. Actually, go ahead and keep talking, and I'm gonna pull up a badass KSR that I found. But yeah, this thing is sick.
So he's had his Dr. Dongo's had his Facebook up. He's up and looking at it, but it was sitting up there, and it had the Metal at Market Square Night 3.
I know where you're going. I noticed this too. I know where you're going.
I'm pretty excited to see Boner Jovi again.
Yeah, it's always a blast it's always a blast from a badass Red Rocket.
Oh, that's what it feels like.
To see Boner Jovi, Boner Joe 6.
My pants expand just a little bit.
What is like the official way to say the name? Is it Boner Joe 6?
I couldn't tell you.
Oh,
The guys are pretty elusive,
Yeah.
and they're pretty wasted all
Yeah,
the time.
very
So there's
true.
no way to
I'll
ever
have
get a
to-
serious answer out of any of them.
I'll have to ask Richie Riffs next time. He's pretty available. It's really easy.
He's
to
kind
get
of
in touch.
a total piece of shit.
Yeah.
But then again, all of them are.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hugh, fucking terrible.
Mm-hmm.
Johnny and John, just a bunch of douchebags, divas.
I wish they'd get Steve back. He really held that band together.
He did. He did.
He was the clean one,
Yep.
but even he fell and went to rehab.
Falling from grace.
Anyway, here's this really badass KSR Aries.
That is so sexy.
With red and black snakeskin Tolex.
It's probably only $5,000.
I believe it's 19 now.
What?
He's dropped the price.
19,000?
Oh no, it's 22.50.
okay.
Good God, dude.
Okay.
It's in Wausau, however the hell you say it. It's Wisconsin, so it's bound to sound. It's got a weird pronunciation.
Oh man, that's really sexy.
I know. I've been looking at it for a while and I can't get it.
But you know it's there.
I know it exists, and yeah. Kind of. So have you checked out the new August Burns Red yet?
No,
No.
not besides that song.
Yeah.
that
You
sent
like
me.
that song?
Yeah, I like that song.
Oh yeah. I let my buddy Joe borrow the CD, and he loved it. He's not a metal guy, but he went with me to see them, August Burns Red and Protest the Hero, earlier this year.
That'd be an awesome show.
Oh, it was great. I really enjoyed Protest the Hero. I'm not a fan of theirs.
I am.
And I'm pretty sure
yeah.
it's been discussed on Metalcast, the Metalcast we did earlier this year. But
It's just something I'm not ever willing to accept, that you don't like Protest the Hero.
I like them live.
Yeah.
I love them live. They were a lot of fun. But it's just not something. It's not my cup of tea when it comes to just sitting down and listening to music.
I can't sit and listen to them. I have to be up doing something. It's just too in your face.
I mean, yeah, if it just happens to be playing in the background and I'm just off doing my own thing, yeah, sure. But like, if I'm driving in the car or actually focusing on what I'm listening to, I can't do it.
That is my favorite
I do.
music to
Yeah.
listen to while driving.
yeah,
Like,
no,
that-
absolutely. It just
that
pumps you
progressive
up
metal
every
stuff
time.
that
pumps you up.
You just get lost in. Like, of course I'm gonna say it, but like, I can listen to Colors 2 or 3 times on a long road trip,
Yeah.
just looping it, just because you get so lost in the middle of it.
I had
that-
Collars in my CD player for almost 2 months.
Yeah, it's
No
so
matter
good.
where I went, I was listening to it. It's great.
I need to get back on that Throssenblatt life.
Yeah.
That comes up on my shuffle
Yeah.
every now and then.
I was on that like a hard drug. It was
Yeah.
so good. I couldn't listen to anything for like 4 months. It was so good. I listened to another album like one time through. I'm like, I better throw Metaconia back in. Every time. Every single time.
Yeah, I was a couple shows ago. I was at the Doom Room, and you had the vinyl on, and I was just like, "This is badass." So I just immediately pulled that album up on iTunes and bought it.
It's so good. I want to see them play live
Yeah.
so bad. But they're all from so many different places. Like, I know Ray's in Chicago, and the main dude's in Quebec or something like that. And,
Wow.
the other members from somewhere else totally different in the United States. So,
Crazy.
yep.
Crazy. Oh, I love those internet bands
Yep.
that record themselves, that record at home, and they're just all over the place. My buddy Ryan, he's in a couple internet bands. Ryan Strain, I think, yeah, he does Sea of Trees.
Yeah.
Which I've talked about them a lot in the past. He's got this other band called Recode the Subliminal, and most of that band is in Europe,
Damn.
while he's out in Washington. Like, I think he's like in between Portland and Seattle. He's somewhere around that area. So he's over there by Colby.
Fucking Colby.
Yeah, I need to let them get a hold of each other because they could make some badass music together.
That would be cool.
But yeah,
I miss Colby.
I miss
Damn
Colby
it.
too.
I miss Colby.
Man.
Do you know when he's gonna be here next, or
No.
no?
He's going to be at MagFest in January. So
He's usually pretty good about letting me know when he's gonna be home, because he's like, "Hey, I'm gonna be home. We need to hit up the vault."
yeah, exactly. Yeah.
I get the same message. He's
Yeah.
like, "Hey, I hit back in town. Like, I'll be at the vault tonight if you're free."
Yep.
He's really good about getting in touch when he's here, so that makes me happy.
I keep telling myself I'm going to go to MagFest. And I told myself I was going to do it again this year. And then I got invited by some friends to go to Mardi Gras. And I was like, well, I don't want to pass that up. So that's only going to be like a $300 or $400 endeavor. But I bet to go to MagFest would be a multi-$100 endeavor. And I know I'd blow money there.
Yeah,
Because
absolutely.
the fucking music and
Absolutely.
video game fucking convention. Like, of course.
I'm sure drinks at Mardi Gras are going to be pretty cheap. There's no way they're going to be that expensive.
We decided that because we're gonna be there for 4 days, so each day I'm gonna dress up as a different one of my personas. So
Perfect. you'll get pictures in Mardi Gras, different personas.
Yep, I'll be Action Maxon, the Overlord, Johnny Joe Boner. And I'll just dress as myself one day.
Perfect.
Nice.
There's another
That's
one.
really
I
funny.
don't remember who it is. I've got so many characters nowadays.
When are you gonna bring back Bittersweet Awesome Maxon?
Babyface.
Babyface.
Babyface Maxon.
Oh God, I don't think
Wait.
the world could handle that at this point.
I don't know. I've thought about it a couple times pretty hard.
How well would that go with your long hair though?
I did Babyface last year
Did you?
for April Fool's Day.
I just did baby.
Remember I did that
at the
video?
beginning of August.
Where at the very end of the video I got the beard shaved.
Was that last year?
That was last. Yeah.
That was this year.
No, that was last year.
Last year. Oh my God. Yeah, that was.
It
the
has been a
video.
while for that.
Yeah, and I guess I maybe did like a. No, I think I went
That was
full.
the last time because you had
full
the
shave.
mustache still. But no, I went babyface in August, and I mean
Yeah,
it's
I remember
still
that.
it's still coming back in pretty full.
Yeah, you.
So I mean it's
You got that coming in pretty thick. I had mine. I shaved my beard. Very beginning of July.
After I shave it, I don't touch it. I don't trim it. I don't.
I do
don't
trim, so
I
that's why
I'll trim
mine's
it.
not very long.
I don't. I'm bad at it.
Trimming.
I saw a picture of one of the shows last year, or the year before, when I dressed up as Khal Drogo, and my beard was long enough that I could have a braid in my
Yeah.
beard, and I had like a bead, and I'm like, God damn, did I really let it get that long? I don't let it get that. I've got my razor's got the inch, and every couple months I just do it down to an inch, so I don't let it get like. And then I look at pictures, and I'm like, holy shit, it used to be off my face.
I've gotten pretty good with a buzzer. You know, just being able to barely hit the tips of the hairs. You know, just shave off that little edge.
I always scissor trim,
That's
but
optimal.
I'm really bad at it though.
I've
Sometimes
I've gotten
really
I've
bad
never
at
done
shaping
that.
it because my hair just gets so curly, it just bunches up on my
Yeah.
chin. So I'm really
Yeah.
bad about it.
Do
But
you guys use any like oils or balms?
I make
waxes?
my own oils.
Oh, really?
Yes, I do.
Do you use like tea tree oil and stuff?
Yep.
Yeah.
We've got, I think, 6 or 7 different ones that I've mixed together.
Very nice. I got into this company that does. I used to do Grave Before Shave beard oil, and then I got into stuff it's from a company called Noble Grooming. I still have all of those because I don't use it. I wasn't using it for a while. I would only use it on like nights that I'd be going out, something like that. You know, spruce up the beard. And but I've been using the hell out of it. I'm still literally on the same bottle I started on last year. It's called Everest. Oh man,
I've got a beard wash that I use, and I have some
Yeah.
oils, but I've been really bad about using the oils. They just make my face too greasy, and I break out sometimes. So I mean, I stray away from the oils usually, but the beard wash I use every day. So and that
Don't do that.
helps a lot. Well,
Don't
I mean,
do that. Do it once a week.
really,
Yeah,
Really?
because it'll dry your skin out underneath, and dry skin is not good for beard growth.
no.
And we're always looking for growth.
We are. It's just one of those things. I've done a lot of. I put a lot of thought into it, done a lot of research into because I love my beard. I love it. I can't wait till it's big and burly like it used to be. It's pretty decent right now. I'm pretty happy with it right now, but
It's shapely.
thank you, sir.
Mine always gets messy.
I'm using this stuff right now from a company called The Beard Struggle. I dig it.
I've had the beard struggle before.
Oh, yeah.
Still kind of do. Like, doesn't grow on my cheeks, my chin, like above my cheekbones at all or anything like that. So it's neck beard.
I'm gonna look like a bear
It's
if I
neck beard.
if I don't like shave. You know, just it grows everywhere.
Yep. Not mine. Mine's just totally under beard.
There's so many little things you don't think about. Like I was looking into it, and they're like, never use plastic combs because the plastic is so sharp, it actually shaves off little tiny microscopic bits of your beard, and it's just not good for it. So you always want to use like a stainless steel or wood comb. And the more you comb it, it keeps it untangled,
Right.
promoting growth.
I have a boar bristle brush.
Yeah,
that
I got one of
use.
those. I do that. I'll put the oil in or the balm, and then I'll brush it,
Yep.
and then I'll comb it.
Well, damn. Now I can't use my plastic comb anymore, dick.
It's an investment. It's an investment. And
Your beard does look healthy.
Thank you.
Agreed.
I've been treating it really good. I've done in the past. I've done like fucking Vita Beard, like fucking biotin pills and shit like that, and
I won't go that
Those
far.
are cool.
I like having it, but I won't
they
go that
worked.
far.
But this time around, I haven't done that in I think a year and a half. And this is au natural.
I
Good.
like it.
I'm happy with it.
Keep it that
I like
way.
it.
I'm happy with it.
Don't cheat.
Never again. Can't wait. Who knows? I really hope this beard can at least last me until the end of the year, because you guys know how I like to shave it and do the whole Admiral or friendly chops.
Right.
I love doing that. That's my favorite thing.
I like to schedule my beard trimmings around stupid videos that I'm making.
Yeah.
When I'm trying to change character for a video. I'll give myself that certain shave, and then it's like, oh no, he's that guy.
Yeah, that video that you shaved for, that was the fucking Hideaway video, right?
Yeah, it was
Where-
supposed to be. It was our True Detective
Where
homage.
I was given a shot glass of what I thought was water or juice or whatever.
And it wasn't.
It was moonshine.
Yeah.
Oh.
So we all took water shots
Well, because I
and
fucked
gave
up the
him.
first time.
Oh.
Yeah.
I fucked up the first time. I wasn't supposed to drink it yet, and I just went ahead and drank it. And like, you fucked up, so we had to reshoot. And second time
So
around,
they
he
gave
me
you
a fucking
moonshine. Good.
I'm like, you son of a bitch.
It was
Good. Smellless, tasteless moonshine.
Yes.
Blah.
And you can see in the video just me just, ugh.
It's so good. It's so good.
It wasn't even like a freak out moment. I was just like, I got.
Yeah.
That's my
Like,
that's the look on my
you
face.
fucking
I just got.
assholes.
On top of the burn of moonshine
Yes, I was
itself.
like- You see, I think if I remember, I did this like one of the.
And all of us are just like, it's
Yes.
so good.
Oh, I miss doing videos like that.
We've got a really funny one planned.
Yeah.
It's so the last one was episode 5. That would be what was it? The Doom Strikes Back. So then we have episode 6 coming out, which is Return of the Action. So it's been a year since we've done one of these episodes.
Yeah.
So we're all just assuming that Action failed his mission, and so he went into hiding. So we're gonna do the whole, we go and find Action Maxon, and he looks all mangly and gross because he's living out in the woods, and he's gonna get pulled back into action
Oh my god.
to go save. I'm assuming now he's gonna go save the Overlord from Outhouse, because now we've got a big feud going on with those guys. Which I mean, I'm not. You know, I'm just Nick. I'm just a spokesperson for all these fucking crazy people.
Uh-huh.
You know, so I don't know what's going on in the Overlord's head, but he wasn't part of this. This was
No.
an Austin and Jesse thing, but then Austin stole the wrong flag. He didn't steal Jesse's flag, he stole Maddie's flag. So then Maddie got in on it, and then it went from a Jesse thing to an Outhouse thing, and then Austin, without my permission really, got Johnny Joe Boner and Boner Jovi involved by getting me to do the silly video. And then he's like, yeah, dude, I stole this, and this is what's really going on. I'm like, holy shit. So then everyone started associating, because they're like, Johnny Joe Boner looks like Nick, and Nick looks like the Overlord, and everyone thinks that it's me. So people said that the Doom Room was talking shit against Outhouse. I'm like, that's not what was happening. It was Boner Jovi.
Yeah.
You guys got to separate. So after so many people talk shit, whatever. It's World War time. The Doom Room's we're getting in on it. Fine.
Yeah.
You wanted us to be part of it. We're part of it. So they can suck my balls. That's what I have to say about Outhouse.
All these different factions.
It's good. It's good growth. Building community.
Yes.
Believe it or not.
Yes.
I'm ready for another beer.
Yeah.
Me too.
I've been ready for a minute. You are nursing
I've been
it.
ready for a minute.
Yeah.
I'll go grab some.
You should get the Nutter Cup.
You think they'll be cold?
Cold enough.
Bottle.
So, what's it gonna take for you to get that weed bee tattoo you've been talking about?
I'm just waiting on some money.
You've gotten so many tattoos since you said it.
Oh, yeah.
You have a Santa tattoo.
Yeah.
You had a Harambe tattoo. Don't tell me you're waiting on money.
Yeah. I need to get that done. See, you keep every time we talk about it, you come up with a better idea for it, and I'm tempted to do it.
I know.
But I really just want to get the logo.
The logo.
That's what I want to do with all the tattoos, though.
But the logo is not what defines weed bee.
Ooh.
You want to? I just want you to pick one of our epic characters. Like,
see, I don't want to do Party Ghost. That's the one you've suggested.
We got the Croc.
Ooh.
We've got the dude from the Full Length. He was pretty cool.
Ooh. Wait, there's a dude from the Full Length?
On the Full Length, there's the dude that's standing at the edge of the bridge, and he's got the big book under his arm. He's getting ready to go crossing the bridge.
Huh.
And
Options.
then on the Full Length, there's the tower that's like a lady. She's fucking sick too.
That's pretty dope. I'm looking into this. I need to see this. Oh, there's the artwork for
Prescient Awareness.
That's what it's called?
That's what song number 4 is called.
Okay.
There it is.
Yeah. Talking about this guy right here?
Yeah.
Oh, that's pretty neat. Yeah. This artwork is just fucking rad.
Yeah, I love that thing.
Who did that?
Holy shit. I'm an asshole. I'd have to think about it. He's from, I saw him on Instagram. He posted a lot of really cool stuff, so I sent him the idea. I told him what the album was about, and that's what, I think what I said is that I wanted a guy standing on one side of a bridge, and then I wanted the other side of the bridge to be displaying some kind of mad craziness. So
That
embodies it.
perfect.
yeah, I think he nailed it. So
Yeah,
better than I could have expected.
And the artwork, it goes so well with the album.
Mm-hmm.
Beyond the Line of Sanity. Such a cool album.
It was like a compendium of everything that we'd ever done.
Uh-huh.
That was like the fucking 3rd time we'd done Machines.
Second time for Rum Gun Salute.
Right.
Yeah.
I think the CD had Mirror Box redone again,
It
too.
did. Yeah.
Mirror Box was a cool song.
I loved that song. I love that and Nemesis.
Nemesis was cool. We never really played that one out live. That was a Cody song.
Mm-hmm.
Cody wrote everything for that. It was alright.
You don't really see artwork like this on a local level for bands.
I don't think so.
No. Which like I wish more bands had the drive to just reach out. I mean, not every band can have a Nick Maxon.
Well, I mean,
You
again,
you have
shitty to
this-
mediocre.
You have this ability to just reach out and get things done like this, and I think that's awesome.
I like to take the things that I do somewhat seriously.
It helps. It helps a lot.
Weed Bee has always been the thing that I've taken more seriously than anybody else, most of the time, including the people in the band.
Yeah.
You know? Which is silly because I'm the vocalist, so it's funny to think, like, you know, I'm only playing... Like, I'm not writing guitar riffs, you know? I'm seriously only doing this 1/5 of the band, but the band does so well, because... I don't know.
You say it. You're just the vocalist. Like, yeah, it's 1/5 of the band, but it's a pretty big part. You're the face of the band.
It's true.
That's when.
But so much of the girth of the band comes from Corey being a really fucking awesome guitarist.
In totality, the music, yeah, but but people, no matter how much they're a guitar person or they're a drum person or the bass person, what stands out the most to people is the vocals, always.
Yeah, that's kind of the way we've been brought up.
As someone who's been looking into like mixing and recording for like the last year, I've one thing that just constantly pops up is just how important it is to nail the vocals in the mix.
I have never been satisfied with a vocal recording. And I don't know if that stems from me being a bad vocalist. I don't know if that stems from me being working with people who don't understand what I'm going for. Because, I mean, I like how it sounds live.
Yes, exactly.
I think that my voice mixes well in a live setting. And there's something about the recording that no one's ever been able to fit it where I want.
And, you know, it'd probably be much different if you were to go to, like, an actual studio and record like that. But you've been doing all this DIY stuff.
Oh, yeah.
You went to Dan, you went to Chris.
Right.
And, like,
they did the best they did the best that they could with what they were given.
Yeah,
and,
exactly.
You know, but
I've been saying it for years. I want to try my hand at it.
Do it, dude.
I want to try my hand at recording a Weed Bee vocal.
The best people to do it are people that like the music, you know? Someone who says, I know what you're going for, and I'm going to be able to help you make it sound like that.
You've heard everything, damn near everything that I have my voice on, I have recorded and mixed myself. So, like, you know what I can make it sound like.
Right.
You know what you're dealing with. So it's there if you want it.
I'm really distracted by the GTA semi on the screen. It's so impressive.
Let me get rid of that.
Please. God damn.
That's great.
So, are you guys watching any cool shows lately?
I am going back through Attack on Titan because they have the second season out.
On Netflix?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Second and third, don't they?
There's a third.
I didn't know there was a third.
I thought they dropped second and third. Now, I've never seen it, but I heard someone talking about it, saying they dropped a second and third.
Regardless, I didn't want to jump. I just remember it getting really crazy at the end of the first season.
I never finished the first season.
So I wanted to go back through and rewatch it.
And are you watching the Japanese or American?
It's Japanese with
American subtitles.
Subtitles, yeah.
Okay, yeah, that's what I was watching. And I, at the time, when I started watching it, I was watching it with somebody, and so I was able to focus on it.
Right.
And when I wasn't able to watch it with that person, I couldn't focus on it because I'd get on my phone. You can't get on your phone when you're watching a show with subtitles.
No.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
you have to be fully dedicated to watching it.
I basically just gave up on it.
It's amazing how, I'll say, exhausting it is to sit there for 2 or 3 hours trying to take in what you're watching, but at the same time trying to read the words at the bottom.
Yep.
And devoting 100% attention. And I think that's part of it too. When I got to the end of the first season, is I was just not able to keep focus as long as I was able to at the beginning of it. So, but it's such a good story.
I enjoyed where I was.
It's the most compelling anime that I've ever seen. I don't know how I think it's just so visceral. I love that it's just so I was terrified.
It's
I was
so
terrified
wrapped
of
in
those things.
mystery, too.
Yeah.
Like there's so many things you constantly have questions like oh what the fuck, how can he do that, like what happened in his past and all this shit, and like
Right.
they constantly tease little shit and eventually it gets answered, I'm guessing, but I don't
Not
fucking
all
know.
of it.
I don't fucking know.
Yeah, it's super compelling and it gets deeper and darker, and I loved every second of it. So,
Brett, you got anything you've been watching?
My roommate's never seen It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia.
holy
And I got
shit.
him fucking hooked on it. So we have been powering through it. And like, probably like a week, he's on season 9.
This past spring,
Like-
I drilled through the whole series 2 times.
Dude, it's so fucking
It's
good.
so good.
They're so narcissistic. They're so fucking dumb and oblivious to everything.
The stupid.
Oh my god, it's hilarious. We just watched the episode where it's Flowers for Charlie, where they do the Flowers for Algernon episode, and they give Charlie placebo pills to make him think he's smart, and he thinks he can speak Mandarin after studying it for 2 days, and you see him.
It goes pretty
studying-
far.
Yeah, you see him studying all these equations and everything, and he's got boilers in his room and everything, trying to do the science experiment, and it all turns out to where he has 2 telephones hooked up to boxes so a spider can talk to a cat, and spider is SPYDAR. Like,
Wow.
and they're like, "No, Charlie, you're just dumb still, pretty much." And he's like, "Yeah, you're kind of right." Like,
Oh my
shit.
God.
It's
The show
so
is
good.
so good.
The reveal
It's
at the
so
end,
good.
like, no. Everything that you saw was just what was in Charlie's head. Like, you were retarded the whole time.
He thought he was in chronic pain. He could barely walk. He was getting migraines. He fell out of love with the waitress because she seemed too stupid for him. Like, it was perfect.
She's too shallow.
Yep. So no, we've been really powering through that, and it's a solid show. I've seen it once completely through and loved every episode. So now I'm glad I'm rewatching it. That beer's really good. Do you like Reese's?
I love Reese's.
That tastes like a Reese's.
It's so fucking
It
delicious.
literally tastes like a Reese's in your
Nutter
mouth.
Cup
Nutter Cup.
malt beverage with artificial flavor added.
It's a chocolate peanut butter porter.
As we know from my experience on Brews with Dudes, sometimes, most of the time, I don't like new stuff.
It tastes
No,
like
this is
a Reese
great.
cup or a Tootsie Roll, maybe.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
so good.
For those listening, this is how we do it on Brews with Dudes. Oh wow!
That was
Oh
perfect.
wow! I got a whiff of
Yeah.
just instant Reese's.
Right?
Yeah.
Holy fuck!
Yeah.
I haven't
Right.
even tasted this shit yet.
Give it a
It
good
is
sniff,
my
man.
favorite beer.
It's so good. This one isn't even juicy, but it's so fucking good.
I don't even want to drink it. I just want to sit and sniff it.
Good God.
As we're all sniffing our beers.
Yes. All right.
I want to pour it on me.
I'm going in.
Bathe in it.
I'm going in, guys. It's not terrible.
Well.
Ooh.
It's definitely got that real
Ooh.
strong cocoa flavor
Oh, yeah.
in the
Kind of.
aftertaste.
Yeah. I see it.
I might be able to finish this.
I am hoping you don't so I can finish it for you. Because,
If you want it, I'll just give it to you.
dude,
'Cause I have alcohol.
Already.
I want you
After one
I want
sip.
you to take a couple more sips.
Okay.
I want
You're
you.
right.
I want you to try
I
to
say I heard the same reaction on Brews with Dudes with
put it in
with
your
the ventral IPA.
swish it around.
I
Swish
did-
it around.
I did. I gave it a shot.
Sometimes it takes more than one taste. You've still got the IPA taste in your mouth.
Yeah, you're right.
Wash it down a little bit. Maybe get a glass
right.
of water.
You're right.
Drink a little bit of water, even. Who knows?
So you're going through Always Sunny in Philadelphia again.
Yeah, and it's always great.
I need
It's
to
hilarious.
finish it because I spent years not watching it after I binged it the first time and got to the end.
Yep.
I think I got to season 7 or 8, and
They've got quite a few more out now.
yeah, I noticed.
And Dennis is really turning into a complete
I
psychopath.
think the first episode I watched, coming back to it, was I think beginning of season 8 or 9. It was Pop Pop, the final solution.
Yes, just watched that one the other day. Yes.
Wow.
Yep.
This show is just so ridiculous.
Went through the struggle of, well, we don't think we can have this life's death on our hands, so the fucking lawyer, well, just sign it over. I'll do it. I don't care. They unplug it. He dies for half a second, comes back, and they're like, this is normal. It may last a day or a month. We don't know. He's a fighter. Goodbye.
Wow.
Yeah, the original Adolf Hitler painting.
Oh my god.
Yep. Yeah, Pop Pop was a Nazi, by the way, if you haven't seen the show. And proud of it. Man, the scene where they're trying to remember their fondest memories with Pop Pop. Like, yeah, he took us to this camp and it was great. And then it shows them
Like
with the
Hitler
skinhead just up there spitting rhetoric, and they're in their little, look like Boy and Girl Scouts, and they're Sig Heil like the entire time. It was hilarious. Like,
God damn.
wow, no, he was terrible. He was terrible. We should kill him.
I'll never forget my absolute favorite Always Sunny moment. It was one of the Christmas episodes. It was when Mac and Charlie were going about their like Christmas traditions. Like Mac's Christmas tradition was like he would sneak into other people's houses and
he thought that was normal.
Yeah, he thought that was normal. And then Charlie's was
God.
like Santa would come over, bring presents, and then
he'd
go
have
fucking rail his mom.
multiple Santas would come in. Yep,
Traditions, man.
And then
Yep.
so they're in the mall.
Did you fuck my mom?
And then he walked.
Did you fuck my mom?
Yeah, he just walks up to the mall Santa's like, "Did you fuck my mom?" And I was
Sits
not
down
expecting
on
this.
his lap.
I was not expecting this because this was a show that was supposed to be on TV. So for me to hear the fuck word,
So often.
I was like, "Wait, what? Did he just say fuck?" And then
Did you fuck my mom?
And he
Did
just
you
has,
fuck my mom?
He has that crazy look at the fucking Charlie Day crazy look.
Yep.
And he's like, "Did you fuck my mom?"
Yeah.
Did you fuck my mom?
I think one of my favorites would have to be the episode where Dennis and Dee find out that Frank is not their father, and so they bring Frank and their mom to the fancy restaurant where they always end up. They always end up at that fancy restaurant and cause a scene. And so,
Is that the same one where they all had separate dinners there?
No, that was a couple seasons. It's the same restaurant, but that's a couple seasons later.
No,
Yeah,
I mean,
same
that's what I
restaurant there.
meant.
Yep.
Same restaurant. Awesome.
It's also the same restaurant where Charlie had his date where he ordered milk steak boiled over hard with raw jelly beans.
Yeah.
Yep. But the first episode that you see this particular restaurant, they finally spill the beans like, "We know you're not my dad." And so Frank stands up and he gets in every other customer's face. He's like, "Did you fuck my hooer wife? Did you sleep with my hooer wife? My wife is a hooer." And it was great. That's what really sold me. That was one of the early episodes with Frank. He had only been in there for a season, and he made that show.
I love Frank before he got really wild. I love him when he got introduced.
Oh, yeah. One of the really wild episodes I saw recently was the quarantine episode.
Oh,
You
yeah.
guys remember the quarantine episode? So the flu's going around, and there's a Boys to Men concert coming to town.
God.
And so they're trying to not get sick so they can go see the Boys to Men concert. So they create a quarantine in the bar. And everyone, for some reason, gets their own quarantine in the bathroom for certain reasons. And Frank starts freaking out about hair. He thinks hair holds the disease. So by the end of the episode, he has shaved himself completely bald, bathed himself in hand sanitizer, and has crawled like a slug from the front door to the office. And when they find him, he's just rolling around in hand sanitizer on the floor. He's like, "Must be pure."
It's fucking nasty.
It was hilarious.
What have you been watching, Dr. Dongo?
Yeah.
In terms of like shows, just binge. Mostly just I'm going through How I Met Your Mother again.
Solid.
That was my favorite show. It's to this day. I mean, aside from that '70s show, it's my favorite show of all time. because I watched that show premiere on TV, and then I watched it end. Like,
I did not watch it premiere, but I really got into it. I really liked it.
And it's so funny.
But mixed with the drama is perfect. It's perfect. It really makes you feel sometimes.
Other than that, I try to watch documentaries on Netflix. The one I've loved the most recently is have you guys seen the movie Goon with Sean William Scott?
Have not.
It's a hockey movie.
No.
I've
heard about it, but not seen it.
Jay Baruchel and I think Eugene Levy's in it too. He plays the dad, but he's a very minor role. But it's Sean William Scott, and it's about a guy who like really has nothing going for him in life. He's a bouncer at a bar, and like he's just super fucking tough, but he's got no other talents. So he's at a hockey game, and he's like one of the hockey players gets a penalty, gets to sit in the penalty box, and like the crowd's just sitting there talking shit to him, and then the hockey player basically runs out in the crowd, and Sean William Scott's like, "Hey, fuck you," and just beats the shit out of him. And then the coach sees this and offers him a spot on the team, and before long, he gets a like just below professional level hockey team position. And so it's about this guy who he's a goon. He's an enforcer, the official title,
which is most what hockey is, honestly. So
so he's on the team not to play hockey, but to go out and fight. He's there to get retribution for the things the refs don't call. And he's there to protect his team. He's there to get payback for what the fucking refs don't call. So he's there to fight. He's there to beat the shit out of the guy that fucks up.
Interesting.
And it's a funny movie. It's got a really nice drama element to it. It's a good movie. But this documentary, it's about like the real life enforcers and the people who just do nothing but fight in hockey. it's about that whole lifestyle. It's about like the stigma behind it, like, oh, there's too much fighting in hockey, and oh, there's all these concussions in hockey, and it's like, and they did a study, and it's like all of the concussions are from non-fighting related incidents. Like 90% of the
they really doled down the fighting in hockey, I feel like.
And they went into it further and said if it wasn't for the padding, like they have like super padding to where you don't feel any impacts on yourself. So because of that, people are more aggressive. People that back in the day, they weren't as aggressive because you could feel that shit. You didn't want to fucking nail a guy at fucking 30 miles an hour.
It's going to hurt you just as much.
Yeah, so they think it's because that the padding's so much more superior and hits so much harder that people are getting hurt so much more these days. And it's a really cool look.
But if it's not from the fighting, let them fight.
Yeah,
shit.
But that's the thing. It's such a violent, because of the fighting. It's extra violent, and of course people are going to look into that. And of course it's the fighting that's causing the concussions. Of course it's it's causing a lot of shit, but concussions is very rare for that. You get a concussion from your brain shaking in your skull.
Right, not from getting punched a couple times.
That happens from your body jolting.
Right.
Whiplash.
Yeah, whiplash. Your body, you just fucking get knocked fucking senseless. Not from getting punched in the face.
I've had one concussion. I got hit in the temple with a baseball being pitched at me. So that one hit me pretty good. Yeah. And that was in a pretty tender spot. So that one was pretty bad, and I could see where they come from. But getting punched a couple times, like let them hit each other a couple times, then break it up. Like don't break it up instantly.
Your brain isn't sitting snug inside your skull. Ooh. There is some space between your skull and your brain, with some brain fluid and whatnot. So, like, there's room for your fucking brain to bounce around in there if it happens, and that's where the concussion comes from. A lot of people don't know that. But yeah, it's an excellent documentary, and it's of course it goes into the lifestyle and like what the people think of it, and like how like there's this one big ass burly dude with this giant beard, and you could tell he lived for it. He's like, oh yeah, I went in there and I'd fuck him up. It's like, and they'd go into like the rituals, like what they would do before a game, and how they would toughen themselves up. Like that same guy, he talked about he literally demonstrated. He wrapped a chain around his like a fucking big ass big ass lynx chain around his knuckles, and he's like, I'd wrap this around my hand, and I just go out and punch trees.
How does that condition you? I feel like it's just gonna hurt your hands more to where
it calluses your fucking knuckles and shit.
I guess I don't have that pain tolerance.
It calluses your knuckles, so calloused knuckles, you're not gonna feel it as much when you're hitting hitting skin. Obviously, if you're hitting a tree,
right,
you're gonna fucking feel it more. But skin and bone contact, it's crazy. It's a great documentary. I can't remember what it's called at the moment, but if
you'll
I
have to
find
find
it,
out and let me know.
oh, yeah.
I just watched a documentary on HBO about Steven Spielberg
Oh yeah.
called Spielberg.
Nice.
And it just kind of goes through his whole life and all the movies he did. And I did not realize how many really, really awesome movies Steven Spielberg did.
Almost obscure though. Like you would not expect Steven Spielberg to be directing those movies.
He's done it all.
Yeah.
He's done every style of movie you can imagine.
Real quick,
I've noticed his name on things.
real quick, the documentary is called Ice Guardians. It's good stuff.
Ice Guardians.
Good stuff. Anyway.
Yeah,
what were you
Spielberg.
saying? Spielberg?
Real good. He was apparently the one who, he didn't coin the term, but he created the term blockbuster
Nice.
when he made Jaws. When he
Say
made,
Jaws, I've known Jaws to be called the first blockbuster.
and it was just a movie that was just insanely popular that no one knew what to do with it. And then he did, what is it? Encounters of the Third Kind or something weird. Something like that.
Yeah.
And then E.T., Indiana Jones, Schindler's List, everything.
He did
There's a
Schindler's List?
lot.
Yes.
I
Yeah.
did not know that.
There's a lot.
Yeah, he's crazy. He's done so much stuff. A lot of stuff that I really like. I didn't realize how bad people thought the Temple of Doom was. Apparently, like looking back on it, I can see people's perspective, how it might be insensitive.
It's been a long time since I've seen it.
Yeah, it's been a while.
So I don't know if I can.
I've seen Raiders of the Lost Ark and The Last Crusade in recent years, but not Temple of Doom.
Temple of Doom was always my favorite.
I think Last Crusade was always mine.
That one had Sean Connery in it, didn't it?
Yeah.
But as a child, even before I knew who the hell Sean Connery was, like that was always my favorite. I think it's just because.
Yeah.
I think that's the one I watched the most. But I always remember the scene from Raiders of the Lost Ark where they're I can't remember where.
Melting Faces.
No, they were in I think France, and they were in all the rats. They were in the catacombs and like all the rats and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's what always, and the snake scene.
The snake scene was pretty horrid.
And then Last Crusade, the scene I always remember, of course, is the opening scene where he's a young Indiana Jones and on the train.
I still haven't seen the fourth one. I know that a
Oh,
lot of
Kingdom
people
of Crystal
don't consider
Skull.
it part of the
Yeah, a lot of people
the
were very
grand
pissed about
trilogy.
It's okay.
that. Yeah, I would say it's okay.
It's okay.
I'm being my taste in movies and how I just not as much anymore, but back then when I watched it at the time, I could typically enjoy any movie I watched. It didn't matter if it was good or bad. Like I used to be criticized for having such poor taste in movies.
You kind of wouldn't pay attention to like the main plot or anything. It's just something on.
No, like, I
Or-
would pay attention.
Yeah.
It was just something that would take me away from where I'm at. So that's why I enjoyed it. I'm just someone that can enjoy anything, I guess, but not so much anymore. Now I watch a movie and I'm just like, oh, that what he just did was terrible acting. But no,
I try not to nitpick.
I try. I
It's hard
become
not to,
more
but I
nitpicky.
try not to.
It's getting worse as the years go by.
It's
but-
because as we grow up and become adults, we become cynical.
yeah,
It's cynicism
but
to its finest.
Indiana Jones and the Kingdom of the Crystal Skulls, whatever it was, I would give it just slightly above okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's still in the realm of okay.
I heard it was okay till the end.
Yeah, the end was weird. If I remember right, it's been
And if we may, every single movie ends weird. Like Raiders of the
For the
Lost
most part,
Ark,
yeah.
people are melting faces. At the end of Temple of Doom, ripping people's hearts out of their chest. End of Last Crusade, drinking the poison that fucks.
Yeah.
You know,
He
it always ends
ages
weird.
like crazy.
But when I heard that it was like yeah, it gets even weirder at the end of 4, I'm like, what else is there?
Aliens. That's all it was.
Yep.
That's all it was. If I remember right, it's been about 8 years since I've seen that movie.
I've never seen it.
7 or 8
I
years.
saw it on TV, so I barely paid attention to it. And
I
it
bet
was
I
a
could find it in a
TV cut.
$5 bin.
Oh, most likely.
I don't even think you could find it there. You'd probably maybe be lucky to find it at Disc Replay if they accepted it.
It's not that bad.
No, it wasn't that bad.
It's still got copies of Gigli or Giggly or
Gigli,
yeah, whatever.
Ben Affleck, Jennifer Lopez. Holy shit!
just bad.
Yeah,
I don't think I've heard of that one.
Gigli.
I don't think I've heard of
I
that
don't even
one.
know
no.
what the fuck it's about, but I know it's
Holds a record for like Rotten Tomatoes like worst movie of all
Really?
time. Yeah.
Because the Emoji Movie got 0. Like, yeah, the Emoji Movie got nothing.
Wow.
Wow.
They did not give it a damn
Why don't
thing.
we should pop up Rotten
Yeah,
Tomatoes and
pull
try to
up.
find
Let's
the
see
list
where-
of worsts.
Because I'm pretty sure I saw somewhere where the Emoji Movie was supposed to hit theaters, and they skipped it completely and went straight to DVD.
Wow.
Top box office right now at
Tyler
7%.
Perry. Oh my god.
Tyler Perry's Boo 2 of Medea Halloween.
Oh my
Now I
God.
like that list right there. Look at that. Geostorm for being fucking a terrible movie.
Is it? Have you seen it?
It says 13%. And have you
yeah.
seen the previews?
I haven't.
Yeah, I saw a preview at one point.
Looks fucking stupid.
Yeah.
Anyway.
it's just another one of those fucking natural disaster movies, you know. But in this case, it's a man-made natural disaster. But
So what do we got here?
Blade Runner.
God's Own Country at a 98%.
What's that?
Who I don't know, but that's a high score.
Were you
I've
seeing
never
that
heard
there?
of that movie. God's Own Country.
Who are these dudes?
The cover looks like a Brokeback Mountain replay.
Well, Jesus
But I'm
Christ,
just saying,
dude.
I'm just painting a picture of the cover. I'm not giving any description of the movie. I don't watch TV, so I don't see previews for movies. So
I don't know any of these people. Ian Hart, Josh O'Connor, Gemma Jones.
No, but the critics are fucking loving it.
Genre, art house, and international. Yeah.
Okay.
That
it's
explains
probably
it.
just something weird.
Well done. Apparently,
Blade-
100%.
Blade Runner got an excellent score, and that pisses me off so much that it got such poor sales.
Yeah, goddamn, the new Blade Runner was one of the best movies I've seen in a long time.
7.2
I know I
million.
told you before, Nick. I tried to watch the first one and just it didn't strike me right away. So I need to watch it again.
You gotta watch it again.
I will. I will watch it
wow.
again.
So far, Blade Runner 2049 is at 32 million.
What was its budget?
Oh, that's a good. I wonder if it tells me. I've never been to Rotten Tomatoes.
Wikipedia usually has an idea of what the budget is. I hope it breaks even at least, because god damn, it was a fucking amazing movie.
Up top. Nope. At the very right. There you go.
Yeah.
It'll be on the side there.
Budget 150 to 885 million.
Wow.
Box office 196 million.
Okay.
It barely broke even.
Good. At least it did it.
That bums me out though, because for getting such a high score and being, from what I understand, being such a good fucking movie. I've heard nothing but from people that have seen it that I know. I've heard nothing but good things, and it suffered at the hands of Blade Runner was already a cult movie.
Yeah.
Like, if you knew the movie, you loved. If you knew the movie, you'd go see this. But if you don't know fucking Blade Runner, you're gonna be like, what the fuck is this?
Honestly, yeah. You can watch the trailer, and it's not necessarily enticing if you don't already know the story. But, it just doesn't make up for it. It's so good. It's so good. I wish...
I haven't seen Blade Runner, so... And I really want to.
It's shot very well.
I tried watching it.
Yeah.
I tried watching it, and it is shot very well.
It's shot completely inside, right?
My main thing is the sound. If there's any background noise going on while any character is talking, you cannot hear the dialogue. So when I tried to watch the first movie, I really had a hard time hearing the dialogue. And that is a big part with me as movies. I love a soundtrack to a movie, but the dialogue really makes it for me, and it was not there with it.
I wish they had an option on Rotten
Worst
Tomatoes for worst rated.
I can't believe they don't.
What was the one you said that was supposedly the worst rated?
Gigli.
Okay, look that up. Type that in there.
What do we got?
2003 at
with a 6%.
6% on the tomato meter.
It
got 12 fresh and 172 rotten.
Perfect.
What is it about?
Critics' consensus: bizarre and clumsily plotted. Gigli is a mess. As for its stars, Affleck and Lopez lack chemistry, which is hilarious because they ended up getting married.
Right.
What is this? Larry Gigli, a lowly hitman in Los Angeles who is looking to finally score big, lands the perfect job, or so he thinks. He is assigned to kidnap Brian, the psychologically challenged younger brother. Psychologically challenged? I've never heard that before.
That's pretty good.
The psychologically challenged younger brother of a powerful federal prosecutor, in order to save his mobster boss from incarceration. Holed up in his one-bedroom apartment with his kidnapped victim, Brian, Gigli starts to realize that what he had thought would be a routine assignment has become a daunting and unyieldly task. Ricky, oh my god, it just keeps going. That's just his story. Now we got Ricky, fucking Jennifer Lopez, I'm guessing. Fuck this, I'm not reading the rest of it.
Yeah, nope.
I'm really interested in how their paths cross. It sounds like
it just says that she was sent.
Independent-minded female gangster
is sent to a system, I guess.
Oh my god! Fuck this movie.
That
sounds absolutely.
What do they got
terrible.
the Emoji Movie at? Because I'm pretty sure that scored a 0.
that would be impressive.
I'm pretty sure it did.
Where are we sitting? 9%.
Wow,
It's higher than Gigli.
Oh man. Wow.
Oh man.
40%.
The critics won't even say anything about it, though.
Yeah, they have zero.
They won't even say anything
consensus.
about it. I bet that 9% comes from the audience score because 40% liked it.
Rotten 96, fresh 10.
I mean, it's a terrible concept.
Absolutely. So bad.
I'm disappointed in whoever put it together.
List of films with a 0% rating on Rotten Tomatoes.
All right. Let's see if there's anything
Let's start in the 90s. Stepfather 2, starting in 89.
Highlander 2, The Quickening.
Oh, wow. Critters 3. Oh,
Or-
wow. Return to Blue Lagoon. Do you guys remember Blue Lagoon?
Oh, yeah.
Who was that? Shields. Brooke Shields, yeah.
Leprechaun 2.
Oh, Police Academy, Mission to Moscow. Damn, the first
Leprechaun
one was great.
3.
Oh my, National Lampoon's Senior Trip.
The Walking Dead.
What is that? That's not
That can't be.
not
It's a
the same.
1995 film, but
A war film.
okay. Never mind.
The Big Green, really? That's like a kid's, like, I think it's a soccer movie. Yeah, with that one kid that used to be in every 90s
Yep.
movie.
Fat redhead.
Fat redhead kid that was in, like, Son-in-Law and shit. And Sandlot. Can't remember what his fucking name is. I don't even want
Let's just call him Fatty.
to. Fatty. Big Bully, I remember that, I think. Yep, Rick Moranis and Tom Arnold. Let's see, Ed.
Plump Fiction.
I was like, I want to know what plump.
I am interested.
It looks like a porno.
I don't know.
A whopper of a parody.
Film. Yeah. Oh wow.
I might have to try and find this.
A porno parody of.
I'm sure.
There's gotta
I'm
be.
sure.
It's called Pulp Friction.
I like that.
Thank you.
We were a couple friends of mine. We were doing the typical. We were 18. We're gonna go to Cirilla's thing. We're 18. We're
I
gonna.
don't think that was a
sex
typical
shop.
thing I did with friends.
With friends.
Just saying.
So my friends and I were, my friend Justin and I, we were sitting in the porno section just making fun of the titles.
There's lots of good ones.
And he's like, "Oh, Pulp Friction." And, oh, I like this one, The Long Ranger.
Perfect.
And then the next one he says, "Oh wow, I like this one. It's really straightforward. Fuck my ass 3." I wonder what the plot of this one is. All right, what do we got? Still, we're in 98 and 99 now.
The Dentist.
The Dentist 2, Universal Soldier 2, Brothers in Arms,
The Last Seduction 2.
Children of the Corn 666, Isaac's Return. There was a
The
Beowulf.
Beowulf?
There was a Beowulf.
No, that
in
wasn't.
1999.
Click on that. Was that the
That's not
animated
the-
one?
no, that's
no.
not
I
it.
was gonna say
Christopher Lambert. A Murder of Crows. I don't know what that is, but
Beethoven's Third. What
Oh,
a
wow.
shame.
yeah, I remember when that came out. I think I actually watched that.
I know I've seen a couple of the Beethovens. Oh, even Beethoven's Fourth got a 0.
Oh wow, that was in
Beethoven
That was
fell
literally
off.
a year later.
Well, they were pushing hard.
Yeah,
They were pushing real hard.
I almost wonder if one of the Dragonheart movies is going to come. Wow, Hellraiser got one. Hellraiser Hellseeker from 2002. Slapshot 2, Breaking the Ice. Really? I liked that movie.
Continuing with the hockey thing.
Yeah. Slapshot's a classic fucking movie. Slapshot 2, however, is apparently not a classic fucking movie. Super Babies. Baby Geniuses 2. I remember watching the first one.
I don't, honestly.
Mulan 2. I'm going to come back to this. I'm going to look at this number of reviews. So that goes... Where were we? American Pie presents The Naked Mile. I remember that.
Deserved
Not
a
surprised.
0.
I had 5 reviews.
Rest Stop was
Kronk's
terrible.
New Groove. The Crow,
Aw.
Wicked Player. Yeah, those Crow movies got pretty bad after a while, from what I understand. Let's see here. One Missed Call. I saw that in theaters. That was bad. That was real bad.
That's just not good at all. Midgets versus mascots.
What's where?
down there.
Oh my god. Wow. Fred the movie. Do you remember Fred?
Oh my god.
YouTube?
Yeah.
Yeah, that terrible shit. The Nutcracker in 3D. Lost Boys, The Thirst. Okay. We're getting closer to this day and age. You Got Served. Beat the World.
Oh yeah.
Beat the World. I wonder if that's like a beat, like like a, or like they are literally just mean beat the world.
Beat it up. Beat it up.
Beat that shit up. 1,000 Words. I remember that movie. I liked that movie. That's a Eddie Murphy movie.
I don't remember that one.
It's this movie where I can't remember the exact premise, but basically, he gets every word he says brings him closer to death.
Weird.
And it's 1,000. He has 1,000 words, and he eventually gets to a point where he's at his last word. Yeah, and he can't talk. It was a decent movie. I thought it was a decent movie. I literally haven't seen it since theaters, but it was a decent movie. You remember that movie, that Eddie Murphy movie? I think it was like one of his last movies that actually hit theaters. It was 1,000 words.
I don't.
It was 2012. That's crazy.
Wow.
It was 5 years ago that Eddie Murphy was somewhat relevant, which sucked because I love Eddie Murphy.
But I wonder if it's like, I used to love Adam Sandler. I used to love Adam Sandler. Billy Madison was great. Shit like that was great. But
Yeah.
any of his new stuff is
Yeah, I'm not.
terrible. Oh, it's so bad anymore.
I Spit on Your Grave. Have you ever seen? Do you guys know about that movie?
Mm-mm.
The
I can't say
original
I do.
movie from like the 70s. This girl, she's a writer or whatever. She goes out to this cabin in this backwoods fucking town, and like, of course, like the fucking towns, there's like this group of guys from the town, and they're spying on her, and they basically rape the shit out of her, like multiple times. And it's like she gets away from one rape after the rape, and then just runs into another, and it's just like a string of rapes.
Jeez.
As she's trying to get back to her fucking cabin, and she eventually just she gets revenge on all of them.
What was it called?
I Spit on Your Grave.
I do remember hearing about that.
Yeah, and then they remade it, and I never saw that one. Apparently, it was way worse, like in terms of like gruesomeness. And
I can't believe the Human Centipede hasn't popped up yet.
Wow. Oh my god.
shit.
Really?
Because we're in 2013,
Yeah.
so Human Centipede 2
It must
been out by
have.
this point.
People must have liked it.
The third one came out, didn't it?
Yeah,
Pretty
I haven't
sure.
seen that one yet.
I didn't see the third one. Guess where I bought those movies? Walmart.
Probably.
Isn't that fucking
boy.
wild? You can go to Walmart and find a movie about dudes sewing people's assholes
But-
to other people's mouths.
You know what you can't do at Walmart? Go and get an unmatured, like an uncensored CD.
Right.
And anything in their music section is censored.
But you can ass to mouth.
Yep.
Ass to mouth.
Yep. Permanent ass to mouth.
The Walking Deceased.
A weird movie that just
Awful.
came to mind. Have you guys seen Would You Rather?
No.
No. It's got Sasha Grey, who happens to be a porn star.
Yes, I know her.
Quick on the draw. Quick on the draw.
Yeah,
Sasha Grey.
Yeah, for sure.
I know her well.
For
I know
sure.
her well.
Not a fan of her, but I know her.
But it goes through a movie of these people who have their own turmoils, and they are given a chance to play a game. They get invited to a dinner first, and to get money to help. Right, and so it's.
I'm surprised
they
none
get
of
it.
Sorry, I'm
That's
surprised
all right.
none of the Saw movies, like the later Saw movies, haven't popped up.
Unfortunately, people like them.
Like the later Saw
Unfortunately.
movies, were
But-
terrible.
The critics don't.
I mean, maybe.
Anyway,
But this is a 0 on Rotten Tomatoes. They can get above a 0 if the people say they like
Ridiculous
them.
6 got a 0. I like that.
Good.
movie.
No, I did not like that
Really?
movie.
I mean,
Yeah.
it wasn't the best. It's especially in terms of Adam Sandler.
But this movie, it's would you rather do this to someone or receive this to yourself? And so most of the people are deciding, like, I'm not gonna fucking hurt myself. Like, I'm gonna fuck this person up. And it goes through all of these people's would you rather do this or that until there's 2 contestants left, and it kind of threw me through a loop. And the final decision that was made was like, all right, I kind of expected it, but then once the character got home, it was like, wow, I don't want to ruin anything in case if people listen and haven't seen it. It was a pretty decent bad movie. Like, it wasn't the greatest. Like, it's mostly shot in one room, so it gets kind of stale a little bit, but by the end I was like, all right, that was pretty good. That was just a random thought.
some of the best movies have been shot in one room.
Yeah.
I mean, I wouldn't say this is one of the best movies, but Saw, the first Saw, It was, I mean, mostly
Loved
shot
it.
in one room.
I loved the first
Yeah.
couple.
I loved up until
two.
5.
Yeah.
5 was like the last really good one. I'm not gonna lie. I want to go see Jigsaw, the most recent.
I don't.
Just so I could, because I've seen them all already. Might as well just.
Well,
I'm
if you've seen them
I'm sure
all.
I've missed a couple. I'm sure I've missed a couple because I stopped watching them around 4 and 5.
I kept watching them because I wanted to see the. I never gave a fuck about the games.
Right.
I
mean,
I
kinda
want
did,
the
but
backstory. I want the stuff going on with John. That was his name, right? Jigsaw.
I believe
like
so.
the actual Jigsaw.
Yes.
I wanted to see what the fuck was going on with that. I wanted to see like all that backstory and what led him to do what he did, and all the stuff going on in present day behind the games and all that shit. I enjoyed that stuff.
It was good, but then I think it went too wild.
I
Then
thought
it just became
the games got boring to me.
Well, as in like one of the movies pointed out, it just became Amanda killing people. Like John was no longer there, so it just became Amanda killing people. So then, at that point, John's backstory doesn't matter to me. I guess.
You're right. It doesn't. I don't know. I really enjoyed his backstory.
No, it was good. It was good, especially in the first movie. The fact that they were able to find him and figure out who it was, but not stop him, even though he's a terminally ill patient.
Yeah.
You know. So no, I definitely did enjoy that, which is why the first couple of movies really were good, but then it just became a little over the top, I guess, for my liking.
I loved the mind fuck of going through Saw 3. Or no, okay, so Saw 3 wasn't much of a mind fuck. Saw 4 was a mind fuck at the end when you see when the guy's walking into the end of Saw 3.
Yes.
And you're like, what the fuck?
Yes, yes, I do remember that. Yes.
I always enjoyed shit like that, like stuff that throws you for a loop and fucks with your internal timeline and all that.
Westworld.
Yeah,
Have you watched
no
it?
God
shit.
damn.
Yes.
We talked about that
Okay.
on a recent episode of one of the shows on the network, The Poor Report.
I couldn't get enough of Westworld.
Oh, I love
So good.
Westworld.
I need to watch it again before the second season
Yep.
comes out.
And-
I want. It's so good. I've not
Yes,
watched it
yes.
since watching it the first time, which I
Same,
feel like
same.
watching it again is going to be so different.
You're going to notice
Yeah.
little things within the episodes.
Yep.
You're going to
Trying to
notice and
figure
you're
out-
going to realize what point in the timeline it is.
It was so. And guess who wrote it? One of the fucking Nolan brothers.
No shit.
Really?
Yep.
Damn.
So, thinking if you've not seen Westworld, think Inception, Interstellar,
hell yeah.
The Prestige. Christopher Nolan directed, and his brother helped him write him. This is his brother's show.
Nice.
Have you guys seen the original like 70s movie?
No.
I want to. I haven't
I didn't
either.
even know about
yes, there is
Yeah.
a movie that was
And there's
I
different
believe
worlds.
early 70s.
This samurai world.
Oh yeah.
Well,
And-
that's
yeah.
kind of what they were leading to at
Yeah.
the end of
Yeah.
season of this season. And are we getting? I don't think we're getting a Westworld this year. I don't think it's going to.
It's next year.
Yes.
It's 2018.
Yes.
Which is awesome that they're taking that much time. I mean, at least it's not like Game of Thrones where we expect it once a year.
Well, they're pushing that back because
Is that officially pushed back?
only a couple months because Kit Harington and the girl who play Ygritte are actually getting married.
Okay.
So-
See, I also heard that they were pushing it. They were
Just a couple months.
They were
though.
starting to film later in the year to get that
because
Yep.
they're having their wedding and all that shit afterwards. So,
Mm-hmm.
so yep, they're not going to start filming for a couple months later. But
I wish that we had only gotten a season every year and a half.
Oh my, made them longer.
And I wish that they would have taken.
Made them longer. Oh man.
I don't know. Where are we at? We're at so basically 7 seasons. There's 7 seasons. Never mind. So there's 6 with 10, and there's 7. So we're 67 episodes deep.
Yes.
67 episodes, and we're gonna get 73. 73 is the total number. We absolutely could have done 100. We definitely could have done 125. You know, like if they had
especially
just
since
taken
the
their
books are
time
written.
and they had
You guys
paced it
know
better.
the books, so you know all this.
I know a
extra
little
stuff.
bit of the books. I haven't read all the books.
Mr. Max in here. You know.
Oh,
there's
yeah.
probably tons of extra stuff that they just left out.
And I mean,
I don't know though.
the thing is like So one of my favorite shows of all time is Breaking Bad.
Yes.
And Breaking Bad was not based on anything.
No.
So when he said, I've got this story and I'm going to wrap this story up in this much time, I don't need any more time. You got a concise, well-plotted story. With Game of Thrones, I don't feel like they plotted it very well, and I don't think that they were conscious of what they've got, because, I mean, you know, they're coming to a head now just because they've pushed it so hard, and which really blows my mind, because you would think that they would want to use the commercial advantage, which Game of Thrones is one of the most popular things right now, you know?
Yeah.
Next to, I guess The Walking Dead doesn't strike me as popular as it was a year or two ago. I think Game of Thrones is definitely super, super popular now. But you could have done an extra season, you know? You could have done another 10 episode season and then do seasons 8 and 9 that are shorter or weirder. You know, you could have done more. You could have plotted things better. You could have had better storylines than, what are we going to do with the Dornish? How about we just have them kill half of them off? Okay. I guess you could do that, or you could read the fucking books and see.
There was more with the Dorn.
The Dornish are way cooler. They're a power player, which you never get that impression in the show at all. But yeah, he's got a master plan. He sends one of his sons to the Citadel. He sends his daughter to the Citadel. He sends his son to go try and woo Dany. None of that shit happens in the show.
No.
I would have never known.
Who's Quentin? You don't fucking know who Quentin Martell is. He doesn't exist. Is that,
My biggest...
What is his son? The one that gets killed, gets stabbed in the face.
Oh, shit.
Marcella's betrothed.
Oh,
is that Quentin?
fuck.
Are they saying that that's Quentin?
I don't think so.
No.
I don't remember that being
What
in
did
the
they
game.
say his name was? Damn it.
Tristan.
Yes.
Tristan.
Martell.
Okay.
Yep.
So yeah, you never hear of Quentin. You never hear of the faction in Essos that claimed. So you hear about the Targaryens the babies being killed at the end of Robert's Rebellion.
Yeah.
In the books, there's a plot that the baby boy did not die. That baby Rhaegar did not die. So in the books,
I thought it was Baby Aegon. But are you talking about the Golden Faction?
the Golden
Company, yeah.
They are aligned with a group who is led by this mini Rhaegar.
Okay. Yeah, I think I read that.
There's none of that shit. The Mad King, one of Aerys, one of his main dudes, John Connington, loses a big battle to Robert Baratheon, and then he exiles him because he's so pissed. He's like, "Fuck you for losing that battle for me." That guy is with young Aegon, not Rhaegar. Young Aegon, that's what they're calling him.
Okay.
So it's this exile lord helping this exiled prince, and there's just so many different storylines going on that they could have done so many different things with. And now they're fucking courting 4 different miniseries. I'm sure you've heard about that.
Jesus.
I have not.
They've got 4
I haven't heard of any of them, to be honest.
consider it side quests, you know, and they've not mentioned what any of them are, but they've got.
I could see them doing something with Robert's Rebellion, but
They refuse to say that that's one of them.
yeah.
And I would hate to. They're not going to do Aegon's Conquest because that's going to require immediate $10 million an episode budgets.
Yeah,
for the dragons, because when he conquered, he had full grown dragons. I don't see them starting a mini series. I guess that's the word I was looking for. I think Robert's Rebellion sounds way more likely, but
Yeah.
they never really go into it. Like, they don't really go into anything. That's my opinion.
Being not of the literature, You know, I've enjoyed the hell out of Game of Thrones.
So have so many people who've never read the books. I would love to look at the percentage of people that like Game of Thrones who've read the books. I bet it's less than 10%.
That's an impressive statistic.
Seems accurate.
I stand with that. Yeah,
It seems about
I can
right.
see that.
Which I don't bash people,
No.
at all. I watched the first 4 seasons before I read the books
Yeah.
and got sold. Went and read the books, and
I finished up season 4 just before I moved into the Doom Room.
yeah, I remember blasting through the first 4 seasons and then saying, "Hell, I'll try to read the books." And I hadn't read a book in 5 years, and next thing I knew, I'd read 6,000 pages in 6 months.
Wow.
I was into it.
Back to what you were saying about The Walking Dead. I think Walking Dead is possibly more popular, but it's a lot more accessible because it's on AMC.
It's easier to follow.
It's true.
as well,
I would be
too.
interested in seeing numbers because I remember people freaking out about Game of Thrones' numbers. Like they would have, and this might be wrong, but I remember hearing something around 10 to 12 million people a week watching. And I have no idea what The Walking Dead's numbers are. But
I liked the first couple seasons of Walking Dead, and I fell off real hard. It just got real boring to the point. It got to the
yeah.
point where, all right, these guys are fighting for a cure. They're going to find the CDC. They find it. Okay, well now we have to find another way to survive. Well, now there's this other faction of humans that are surviving, and the mayor, I believe he was the governor. That's what it was. Is just batshit insane. And now it's not about zombies anymore. It more
hasn't been.
Yeah,
It
it's
still
more
isn't,
about your trials with other humans.
Which
Like,
I like that. Because I hate zombies. I don't give a fuck about zombies. I never have, but I like the human element of this and how it's about that. I mean, sure, the zombies are a hazard. There's something to worry about, but you have to worry about other people more. And that I think that's realistic.
it just came pretty repetitive to me.
It did.
Of a main character dies, a new character is
Yeah.
interested, then an old main character dies, then a new character is
I'm telling you,
entered.
if you can just hold out and watch it up until season 6, your faith will be renewed.
I haven't found the want or desire to, though.
Just
I
get
don't
to
know
season
why.
6, and
I
then
don't know why.
you'll get to season 6, you'll finish season 6, and you'll be like, fuck, I gotta watch season 7. Season 6 and 7 were really fucking good.
I guess I don't have to watch the show to know what's going on because people
Yeah.
freaking live stream their post with it and spoil everything for me. So
Yeah.
I'd have to literally be caught up on it every second or just know what's going to happen. And the fan base behind The Walking Dead just doesn't care what they spoil. And most of my Game of Thrones friends, they don't post about it.
No,
They don't post
I give it a
about
whole
it
day.
and say, I can't believe so-and-so died. This is how they died. I see that with The Walking Dead all the time. And
Yeah.
so, I mean, I know what's happening in the show, for the most part, without watching it. So,
This is true. Yeah, with Game of Thrones, I think I did pretty good with the spoilers until memes started happening.
I do love memes, but
the
I
memes
wait.
came hard
I wait.
this season.
I wait, though. I wait a little
I'll wait a
bit. I
couple
save
days.
them. I save them, and then I wait. I show people in private, like, you've seen that, right? And they're like, yeah, I've seen it. And then I show them, and then it's perfect.
Like
But
I try to filter the memes and be like, okay, is this going to be potentially spoilery, or is it how? I try to think of a ratio of spoiler to funny. You know, is this worth spoil? Is this funny enough to be worth spoiling?
yeah.
But for the most part, I tried to wait like a day or two after the episode and then start sharing memes. Because this year, the memes were particularly funny
Great.
for season 7.
Great. They were perfect. Can't wait for more.
memes.
Hashtag memes.
Memes are the life.
Memes are life. Do either of you want this beer?
Yeah.
Nick does.
Take it, Nick. I took another swig of it. It was better the second time around, but I just don't see myself drinking it. further.
I'm saying it.
You
and
don't like dark beers.
And you guys can hold me to it. This is my favorite beer I'll say it any day of the week.
It's really tasty.
I love it.
It goes down
so much.
smooth. It goes down so smooth.
6.5%, but tastes like a goddamn Tootsie Roll.
Oh my god.
I never thought about a Tootsie Roll. I just kept thinking Reese's. But at
That
the same
Reese's
time-
was my first.
But when I tasted it, I couldn't help but think just coffee, and I hate coffee.
I don't taste any coffee at all.
It's
I
the
don't
cocoa.
either.
It's that cocoa taste.
Coming from someone who's drank coffee stouts and stuff like that, this is nowhere near coffee to me. But that comes from each one's preference on beer.
I got him last night on Brews with Dudes again with that last beer.
Yep.
I think instead of it being like the champ beer, we're just going to say the beer that Dongo doesn't like.
And Dongo's favorite.
Yeah. and
The Dongo pick.
Save
The
for last.
Dongo Select.
What do you
The
think,
Dongo
Dongo?
Select.
There we go.
The Dongo Select.
What do you think, Dongo? I think I hate it, Nick. Of course you do. I think it was the Moloko was the final one.
The
Yeah.
Moloko Milk Stout.
I loved
That's
it.
a good one.
It's so good.
That's a good one.
It wasn't terrible.
He
But
picked
those
fucking
beers are described as
yeah,
heavy.
my beer that I picked, it was the least favorite.
ridiculous.
Except for Austin. Austin loved it.
Now, what did you guys have last night? I wasn't present for
We
this
had the
one.
ridiculous from Founders, which was just super fucking bitter. It's
Yeah.
so bitter.
Yeah.
We had the Schlafly, pumpkin, which
Okay.
I fucking loved.
Yeah. I'm not a big fan of pumpkin beer, honestly.
The Liftoff.
Okay. Yep.
Unanimously favorite.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You liked the lift off?
Yeah, the Liftoff
Yeah.
was fucking great.
I got a real good deal with that at work recently.
We were
I
gonna
was able
get
to
it.
buy it at cost.
We were gonna get it tonight, and then I was like, I had so much Liftoff last night.
It's an $11 4-pack in the stores, or I could get it for like $8-9 from my work. But we don't carry it anymore. Damn it.
Austin brought the Lagunitas brown sugar.
Okay, I haven't had that one either.
It was okay.
Yeah, I've heard one of my bosses tell me that there's a what did he call it? I think it's like a cappuccino stout or something like that from Lagunitas, and he said it was phenomenal. So
Yeah, I
I've
would
been
have loved
looking
to
for
have
it.
experienced Lagunitas.
Yeah. You didn't get any?
Nope, we didn't.
No, you can refer back to Podcastrophe episode 6.
Yep, colors.
Colors,
Yeah.
where we talk about we tried to go to Lagunitas,
Yeah.
and they did not want us to come there. So
Why? That's
They did not want us there.
I almost stepped on a needle that almost assuredly had black tar heroin in it.
Most likely.
I just don't know
You're in
why a
Chicago.
needle's in the on the sidewalk.
Because they're not going to reuse it, and so why not throw it out where kids can get it?
But yeah. Anyway, so yeah, and then the Moloko from Three Floyds was the final one of the night.
You
The
know,
Dongo Select.
I was looking at the Three Floyds when I was picking out my beers, and I was like, no, most likely they've already had anything from Three Floyds, so I'm gonna shy away from the Three Floyds and pick something else. So I went with Ridiculous and got unanimously voted down. Aside from Austin
I like
loved
Hoppy, though. I might have voted that up if I was there.
Austin
I don't know.
loved it, but he said
It's not that it was voted down; it's that it wasn't in terms of favorite.
Yeah.
Everyone was like, definitely not my favorite, except Austin.
and he only liked it for a nostalgia.
Yeah.
He's like, just out of nostalgia, I'm picking this. I'm like, okay.
I gotta say, Nick, I'm pretty ready to go to Chili Water in about a week
Me too.
for that dinner and beer pairing.
Yeah.
That's gonna be good.
Really tasty foods.
Yeah.
And really tasty beers.
Where's that at?
It's in Indianapolis.
Okay.
Yep. Chili
It's a
Water
small-
Brewing Company.
Small little brewery. They're
They're
It
pretty
look-
popular down there, though.
It looked like a 3-barrel system that they've got, so it's not terrible.
When are you guys
big.
going?
Monday,
November
November
6th. It's the 6th.
It's a, yeah.
Monday. It is a Monday.
That's the day after my
I know
birthday.
tonight they're closed for a private party. I've seen. I'm following them closely now on Facebook because they had some really fucking good beer.
That blood orange they have is to die for.
I'd still get the taste in my mouth just talking about it. But yeah, they're doing a 5-course dinner and beer pairing, and they're using all local foods and
Nice.
their beer, and it's gonna. I think it starts like 7,
So
or something like that.
we're gonna go live fancy for a night.
Yep.
I'm excited.
I am too.
We got a lot of fun stuff planned next month. We got that.
Within the first 2.5 weeks, 2 weeks.
And then Nebula of Scaris.
Yep. The 16th.
Metal at Market Square Night 3
Yep.
on the 18th.
Yep.
Yep. There might be a super secret band getting added to that everybody's going to love.
Nice.
I can't wait to hear who that is. Or
It's going to be bonerific.
yeah,
It's going to be bonerific. So,
fun. Well, it's getting we're getting there.
it's about time, probably.
It's about time.
Yeah.
Is there anything you guys would just like to add before we head out?
Thanks for listening. Go play a cool game. I'm playing some Shadow of Mordor right now.
Yeah, you enjoying that?
I'm fucking murking orcs.
Are you ready for Shadow of War?
It's out.
That's
It's out.
what I
It's
did.
out.
Oh shit!
I was
believe
gonna
it's
buy
out.
Shadow of War, and then my uncle was like, have you played the first one?" I'm like, "No." He's like, "Want to borrow it?" I'm like, "Well, yeah, I should probably borrow this before I go and spend $65
Yeah.
on a new game." So
I got Assassin's Creed coming out on Friday.
I'm trying to not go buy a Switch for Mario Odyssey.
Oh yeah,
I want Odyssey.
it got a perfect 10 on IGN.
Damn.
Yeah.
I want it bad.
I'm pretty pissed at Zach. I guess he borrowed Pat's Shadow of Mordor without me knowing. He just said, "Hey, Pat, I'm going to borrow this," and Pat wasn't paying attention.
Yeah.
And so I came home the other day after watching you. I was like, "Where's this game at?" He's like, "I think Zach said he has
That
it."
shithead.
Fucking damn it.
Zach is kind of a
Fucking
dick.
damn it. Zach, if you're listening to this, you're kind of a dick.
And you should totally go check out Brews with Dudes.
Yes.
Yes.
Check out Brews with Dudes.
It was
Ugh.
great. It was a fun time for my first
It
podcast.
really is.
It was,
And
it was perfect.
Yeah, and that was your first podcast.
That was my first time
Aw.
ever sitting around doing what we're doing now.
Yeah, it's podcasting is so much fun, and
It's enjoyable.
that first episode, these first 2 episodes of Brews with Dudes just happened, and they happened so naturally and organically, and it just nothing was forced about it. It just happened and it worked, and I think it's going to be a big hit.
I think so
Yeah,
too.
absolutely.
I know Nate Phillips loved it.
Good.
He listened to it and he popped up in our group chat and he's like, "I fucking love it, dude."
Sweet.
Yeah, we're all very excited to have that on the network. But if that's it, you guys want to plug anything?
The Doom Room.
Doom Room?
Go check it out. We're booking shows. We got a lot of cool shows coming up. One of those shows has one of my shitty bands playing. Actually, 2 of the shows coming up has 2 of
Oh,
my
yeah.
shitty bands playing. So
Which bands?
Boner Jovi's playing night 3 and Weedbee's playing night 4.
Oh yeah, I can't wait to see Weedbee again.
We got 2 new
It's been a
songs
while.
that we're gonna premiere.
Oh shit,
They're
2?
They're like 8 or 9 minute
Oh
monsters.
fuck. So there's like half your set right
Half
there.
the set is new stuff that you've never heard. So they're gonna be monsters. First time
Nice.
playing with Dana, our new drummer.
Really, Dana's playing.
Yeah,
Very nice.
So-
Very nice. Who's on bass?
Miles.
Miles. Okay, so Miles is still on bass.
It's a nasty
That's good to
lineup.
hear.
It's a mean lineup.
Ooh. You got a fucking gnarly lineup for fucking talent. Goddamn Tex and Miles together. Shit.
I can't wait. Corey, man. Corey's been rocking
yes.
this. So we're gonna play. You've heard 2 of the songs off this upcoming huge concept that we're working on. So we're gonna play 2 more. So we're gonna play 4 in a row. 4 of the 9 songs we're gonna play in a row. So you're gonna get the
nice.
first full taste, the first half taste.
So nothing familiar.
We'll do Rum Gun. We'll probably
Of course,
do Rum
you
Gun.
You gotta do Rum Gun. It's a
And then we'll
must.
probably do one more old one. But we're
Okay.
gonna come in. We got a couple covers planned, some fun covers. A cover I've been trying to do for years.
Oh yeah.
I'm not gonna say it on here, but I bet you might have an idea. So
Have we all sung it before
probably yes.
in the living room?
Yeah, definitely. So
Awesome. What was I gonna say? Oh yeah, like speaking of Tex and Miles, my very first show I ever played had Miles was the bass player for my band, and Tex guested on our
course.
last song. We did Iron Maiden by Iron Maiden
wow,
off the album Iron Maiden,
typical.
and it was badass. Except for me, I fucked it up.
Of course.
Of course. My first show.
Young
And it was a
Dick.
song I wasn't familiar with. But we had to play that show. We opened up for Living Garden.
Nice.
Yeah. Yeah. Good times.
Those guys.
Those fucking guys. I hope they can come. Well, they're not Living Garden anymore. They're Red Devil Vortex.
Oh.
Wow. All right.
I think they're officially
Okay.
based out of LA now. I don't think they're based out of Brazil anymore.
Well, that's not nearly as cool. But power to you, Gabe.
Yeah.
Love you.
Yeah. Well, if that's about it, I guess I should start running down the fucking network plugs.
Plug me up.
Plug. All right, guys. If you aren't already, please subscribe to Journey into Comics on iTunes, Podbean, Stitcher Radio, other podcasting apps, and Google Play. Journey into Comics, the network. We have Butt Stuff Podcast. We have Game Addicts Podcast. We got Journey into Comics, Journey into Wrestling, The Poor Report, Podcastrophe, and soon to be Brews with Dudes.
There's one more.
What is it?
Foodies.
Oh yeah, Foodies Watching Movies.
Oh!
I always forget that one. It's a seasonal.
Got him.
It's a seasonal bi-weekly show, so it's hard to remember.
I didn't forget.
But and I appreciate that. Oh yeah, we have such a great network, and I love being part of it. But you can find me on Instagram too at Podcastrophe Podcast.
Let's do a poll. Do or do you not want to see selfies of Dick on
There's
the
only-
Podcastrophe
There's only
Instagram
about
page?
2 or 3 selfies on there. There's only about 2 or 3. I've been tame.
You have been.
I've been tame with the
Yeah,
selfies.
you like how the moment you put one up, I was like, no.
Like,
Like,
oh, look at this.
not
Selfie.
here. Don't do it.
Now we have to suffer through Dick's selfies on Instagram too, not just Facebook and Snapchat. Shit.
I finally just got rid of Snapchat. I couldn't do it anymore.
Aw.
I haven't had it in years.
I had to get rid of it.
I haven't had it in
think
a
I-
long time.
I think I added you on there at some point in the last year because you've been
I
sitting in
don't-
my contacts.
I don't have it downloaded. Like, I had it for probably like 6 months, and I was like, "This is really."
I had a fun Snapchat
dumb.
yesterday. Yeah. So I got a new shower head,
Oh, you got the RTD2?
and then I go over to the Doom Room to record Brews with Dudes.
Oh.
And the caption on the Snapchat is, "I now officially regret my shower."
Is that
head
really
choice."
your
That's
shower
mine.
head?
Yeah,
Are you
that's-
fucking serious?
Yeah.
How have I never
It just
seen
happened
this?
to-
Yeah.
I was in
I've
there.
never seen
I was in
this.
there to piss, and I just happened to. It just caught my eye as I was walking out. I was like, "God damn it! What have I done? Why did I pick the one I picked?"
I was so
Damn.
excited when I saw it. I was like, "Oh, dude, I got the same one!" And you're like, "No, dude, that's yours."
Oh yeah, I was like, "No,
Damn.
that is literally yours."
That's awesome.
I don't know how I've never seen that.
I love it.
I just
Oh,
noticed
it's
it.
perfect.
It's so
How long
good.
have you had that?
I think I got it last Christmas
Dope.
from my mom. My mom always gives me Star Wars stuff. She knows. She knows
that's,
I love
that's
it.
my mom too.
Yep.
That's my mom.
Never fail. You will never fail with
Hey,
it.
thank you, mom. I appreciate you for that.
Thanks, mom.
Speaking of Star Wars, before we go, how hyped? What's the hype level?
9 out of 10.
9 out of 10.
9 out
Have
of
you
10.
actually watched the
I
trailer
watched the
yet?
trailer.
Did you cave? Do you watch the
I
trailer?
caved and I watched the trailer.
It's
I watched
going
it
to be
4
so
times
good.
in one night to let it really soak in, and I've not watched it since. But
I need to watch it again.
all in. I think I'm excited to see how evil Kylo's gonna be. I'm excited to see what Luke's gonna do, and I'm excited to see Snoke.
Yes. Yeah, it showed Snoke in his actual form, not
Yeah.
not a
And he
projection.
is nasty.
Yeah.
He is.
Yeah.
He is just as nasty as you think he is.
Yep.
He looked so.
Andy Serkis, he just blows everything out of the water.
I'm maybe 9.5. I'm more excited than I was for 7. More,
Yes.
I was excited for 7 on the premise of it being the start of it, the return. That was more exciting to me than whatever it was actually going to be. But having the introduction of all the characters and knowing what's coming up, totally on board. And it's Lawrence Kasdan, is it not?
Yes.
So
You guys heard that
Written.
Um,
Yeah.
yeah.
God, why
Mr. Empire Strikes Back.
Yes.
So
Why am I blanking on his name right now? He's coming. Who did episode 7?
J.J. Abrams.
Abrams.
Yes, he's coming back for 9.
Which I'm very
He's-
happy with that. He'll be able to close out the series or close out this trilogy, and because it's not too like I don't think that's happened in any of the Star Wars movies.
They were all different directors.
Yeah, so it's gonna be really cool for him to basically take the direction that he take the story that he started and be able to take it in his direction again and close out the series with his vision.
I think it's about to get dark.
I think
it's about to get real dark.
I mean,
yeah.
Empire was super dark.
Yeah,
and
this is about
this
to
is going to be
get-
the parallel to Empire.
Yep. There's an ice planet, and there's the main protagonist training on a remote planet.
Mm-hmm.
Huh.
Who's going to lose a hand? Who's going to
Ray?
Attack of,
Finn? Who's it
Attack
going
of
to be?
the Clones lost a hand.
Oh, no.
Empire Strikes Back lost a hand.
I'm
Parallels,
interested to
man.
see how Kylo healed himself. Because in the trailer, he doesn't have the scar after a little bit.
He has the scar.
He did in one scene, but he didn't in the next.
Interesting.
Wonder if that was an editing glitch. I mean, they may have messed up.
You don't mess up
But
Star
the
Wars.
scar,
I mean,
when you
you
see
don't mess-
shouldn't. You shouldn't.
when you
You're
do
right.
see the scar, he's got some kind of like mesh over it. Like it's inside it. It's weird.
He got blasted in the face with a lightsaber.
And he got shot in the gut with
He's lucky he's
Chewie's
alive.
crossbow.
And he's lucky he's alive.
There was some stuff I read where Chewie's crossbow was hitting people more than most blasters, and Kylo took one to the gut. And they were saying like he had to hold his entrails in with the Force to be able to keep himself up.
Wow.
So
Star Wars fans are great.
I mean, yeah, absolutely.
All right.
Yeah.
We're going to drag this out as
Yeah,
long
we
as we
will.
can.
We would.
will.
It'd be another hour.
I'm surprised it didn't come up sooner, but
Yeah.
anyway. Every guy, let's try to make every day
A big dick day.
Thank you all for listening. I'll see you next week.
Woke up this morning with my dick in my hand. Girlie's to the right of me, just like I planned. It's gonna be a big dick day. Gonna be a big dick day. Gonna be a big dick day. Gonna be